Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mind of an Interior Designer podcast. Today's guest, I've been trying to get on this podcast for a while, let me tell you. So it is the co-founder and director of Robinson Interiors.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Right, so, I mean, the audience should know who you are. But if they don't, then they need to get to know.
Oh, God.
So give us a bit of background about yourself, about the business, just anything you want people to know, really.
So I started this business during the pandemic with my mother, who's my business partner.
Lovely.
But before that, I did makeup for 10 years. So it's a complete, bouncing change of career.
Yeah.
So I did makeup for 10 years. And sadly, because of the pandemic, that suffered with a lot of other businesses that suffered. So basically, I thought, what are we going to do? My mum's an interior designer. I then started, as you know, my blog, interior account.
Home account, which is gorgeous.
Home account, that's the one. So I started that. And then it kind of just, I was really enjoying the home decor side. I was enjoying changing my home. And then I was like, what am I going to do for work? Because I have no work coming in. So me and my mum had a sit down chat in Spain over a glass of rosé.
Nice.
And we're like, why don't we go into business together? Like, you love interior design and I love home decor. So why didn't we merge the two and do something? So that's how it all kind of started.
Stop it. So how long ago was that then now?
So that'll be a year and 2 months this month. Yeah. It started on the 1st December. So it's been a crazy year. It's gone really quick.
It has. It's mad because I literally met you through having a home account.
I know. Can you believe it? How weird. Time changes, doesn't it?
No,
Just
I
time
know.
flies.
So what made you want to do it after, obviously, do you reckon the pandemic was the main force of you changing paths kind of thing?
Yeah, I believe everything happens for a reason with career changes and stuff. And, the makeup industry, I've been in it a long time and I was getting to a point where I was thinking, is this what I want to do? Is this what I want to continue doing? And I love home decor and I love interior design. And I've had that background through my mum because she's always kind of instilled it into me as growing up. I've always seen her changing her own house and, everything, even her putting up a Christmas tree every year, it'd be a different interior style. So I think that's been instilled into me. So over the pandemic when I had absolutely bugger all to do, I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Okay. So literally having nothing to do except for, drink wine and cuddle my dog. That's all I was doing over the pandemic. I thought I need to do something.
Yeah.
And that's how it all came to a head. And then I was getting collaborations all the time, which was an incredible, opportunity to work with such amazing brands. And then I thought I could be doing this for myself. I could be earning the money myself. And I think that's kind of what really made me go, I want to do this. I want this to be my career. Really wanted to get into interior design. I'm always on Pinterest, always looking at these, accounts doing, these designers. And I'm just, it just got me thinking, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
So that's
well, your page is very Pinterest-esque, would you say?
Thank you.
How'd you come up with the ideas for your feed then? How'd you go off that? Would you say Pinterest helps?
Yeah, but I think it's my background. I grew up in Mallorca in Spain. So I grew up there. And in Mallorca, you look at the Fincas and the villas are all neutral, rustic,
immaculate.
Old. Yeah. But the old wooden tables, but mixing with a bit of new furniture. But mainly it's old and, worn and distressed and rustic. And I think that's how it kind of came around because, sounds really bad, but colour for me in interiors, I can't. It's got to be neutral. That's my style. Yeah. And I feel because you'll know this from working in a home sense.
Yeah.
You can put neutral in any space and it works.
Yeah.
You can put rustic, you can modern. If you put that in a space, it can work in any way.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It neutralises the space.
Yeah.
Anyway, even if you are someone who loves colour, it just sort of tones it down.
Exactly.
Kind of thing.
So if you've got a room full of colour, you could still put something from our website, our decor company in your room and it'll work. If you've got a really modern home, you could put a rustic urn and it'll work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So whereas if we did loads of colour, it won't work for certain types of homes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean by that? Yeah. So that's kind of how it all, neutral, the feed is neutral. If anybody says, where can I get neutral home decor?
You would be my first port of call.
Everybody says,
definitely.
Interiors. So that's how,
Everything's very Mallorca-esque.
Very Spanish infused. Quite did you ever follow any American interior designers?
Oh my God, yeah, Studio McGee and things.
Oh, yeah. Have you heard of Jake Arnold?
Yes.
Yeah, I love him. He's my massive inspo. And William McClure, he's incredible.
Yes.
So their homes, obviously in America, their interior design over there is just my cup of tea completely. So we're very inspired by those designers.
Yeah.
They've inspired our brand and our feed and our products, etc.
Yeah. So if anyone who might not know, what is Robinson Interiors? What do you do? What do you offer?
So Robinson Interiors is a home decor company.
And
we
account.
also and an account, yeah. And we also have an interior design business attached to that. So, you can go onto our website and you can go and buy decor and small furniture, but you could also go, I really want my house designing and styling. And yeah, so we do both sides, which is great. So we've got, a different type of clientele that we can attract to.
Yeah, definitely. The neutral clients.
The neutral clients. I mean, the thing is, I think people think that we only do modern rustic interiors. But if you came to us and said, right, okay, I love silver, I love grey, or I love colour, we can still do that. It's just obviously our decor side is more the neutral, which is what you see on Instagram. But we're just doing a project at the moment, which is very hotel glam. Like it's a bit of gold in there and it's very like panelled walls and just all very like, it's just I don't know, slick. It just looks like a hotel. So we can do like a mixture of things, not just rustic.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, because I think people think that's all we do. I'm like, no, we can do a mixture of things.
Yeah. Well, no, I suppose if someone sees your feed, that would what they would naturally do.
Yeah.
But if you're an interior designer, you'll do what the client wants.
Exactly. And you've done this. You work, working from where you work, like in home since you've done loads of like staging and stuff, haven't you, in your job?
Yeah.
So you can do loads of different types of styling and stuff.
Doesn't mean I like what I'm doing. Proper
like,
bold
do yellow.
Yeah. Too much colour is like anxiety for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Even when I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see like a neutral feed, I'm like, calm. Like, do you know what I mean? I'm like, I want to follow you because you're giving me calm vibes.
Well, that's what we try to be with our brand, try to be very calming and, neutral. And that's the kind of vibe we want to give off.
Yeah, definitely. So you are actually in business co-founding with your mum.
I know my business partner. That? I love it. We're very similar and we have a lot of the same ideas, but also we have very different ideas, which is why we work so well together. She is the interior designer. My mum's Sue, that's her name. She's very talented at what she does. She's worked with a large amount of people. So she's mainly running the interior design side. And I'm still learning from this because I've still, that I'm learning every day.
Yeah.
And she's been a great role model, great teacher. I'm learning new things every day. And it is, to work with your mum, it's a pretty cool thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. It's brilliant. I couldn't think of a better person to have like started the business with. I know.
Hence the name.
Robinson, my last name, yeah.
Stop it. That's mad. I don't know how. I think I'd like to work with my mum, but surely do you have like, not fallout, but like, do you have clashes of like,
oh God, yeah.
things?
Every day. Every day. But at the same time, we have some incredible experiences and we get on so well. But obviously it's, working with family, it is what it is. It's always going to be a little bit like of a roller coaster, but it at the same time, it's amazing. I couldn't have picked a better person to have worked with.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good. I'm glad I've worked with her.
So does she like, obviously a learning off it? She's been in interiors for a long time,
oh my
hasn't
God,
she?
she must have been in interiors now like over 30 years. Like she's been in it a long time. And obviously she's done it in Spain because she lived in Mallorca for a long time.
Wow.
So she's been doing a lot of the thinkers and the renovations and all these reforms. And I've been over and I've got to go and like help her. And some of these houses are insane. Like in the hills, in Daya and Soyer and all these places. And it's incredible. So
I would love to live there.
I'm like, why did you come back? I'll come to you.
Yeah,
let me move with you.
I would say that as well.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So was all her projects over there or did
yeah,
she do
so mainly they're over there, but she had a few over here, which was great because obviously she could come over to me and stay with me and do the project, but mainly they were in Mallorca. But we still have like projects in Mallorca at the moment and in Marbella as well. We've been doing a few over there. So she's got an SL company in Spain, which is a limited company in Spain, and she's still doing the interior side. So we've got the best of both worlds. I can go over and do that and we can go and stay and do projects over here. So it's like...
oh my God, that's living the dream.
Working abroad, drinking cocktails.
Oh my God. No, I would love that.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It is good. So we're trying to like, branch out a bit more and we want to branch down more down south because we get so many inquiries down south.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in London we get so many and I just think it'd be good to have a business that's more like spread over the UK because we do, the interior projects we've done recently are all over the UK. They're all scattered around. So it's good to, have two different areas.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Especially when you've only just started like a year. Think
So
about how far
yeah.
you've come. No,
I'm
even
shocked.
so.
Like, when we started the business, I thought, right, we'll give it a year. We might get an interior project. Maybe 2 years, we might get one. Literally in the first month, we had the first inquiry. We had about 2 inquiries.
That's amazing.
And they were then booked in. And I thought, okay, and that started. I don't know if you saw the OW house. That was one of our first projects together. Yeah. And that was very Kim Kardashian vibes.
That was unreal.
Yeah. Seen the marble table, the stone table.
Yes. Everything about your feed and your like decor's a bit of me. I'm just like, yeah, love it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my God. So London though, I feel like everyone's got unreal houses and they want to spend money on design.
That's the thing, like it's more, interior design is a big thing down in London. So I do sometimes think maybe that'd be a good move for us to start, having maybe branch out over there. I don't know. Who knows what the future's going to hold, but we do get a lot of inquiries from down there. I'd say 80% are from London.
Oh, that's good.
Just mad. Because we're from Cheshire, we're from up north. Yeah. It's crazy.
But do you know what? I feel like people see the value. It's the people who see the value in design. They want to pay you to create that space that they want. And half the time, it's people who don't have time a lot of the time as well. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So how do you choose your products?
That is... You know what, our style, what I do say about our decor is very different to other companies. We try and, our suppliers that we have, we do literally get things from all over the world because some people say it, but they don't. We genuinely get it. We have suppliers in America, we have suppliers in Belgium, Spain, Indonesia, India. We have all over the world. So we're trying to mix the styles, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we have to kind of cover all audiences. So some clients would like a more monochrome vibe, so we have to kind of bring that in. And then some people want more like the rustics who started to bring a bit of vintage pieces into the collection. But it's really what we like, what we'd put in our house. It's not, we see things and go, yeah, I'd put that in my living room. And that's kind of how we've done it. And obviously trends help. And because Scandie's very big, and as you know, and
this year definitely.
Yeah, massively. So we have brought a bit of that into the collection, but it's more what we would put in our homes.
But that's good.
It. Yeah.
Because it's like if you wouldn't buy it, why put it up? That's
exactly. And it means that the stuff that we've sourced, we can style really well because it's how we know. Yeah. Yeah. So I can bring a vase back and go, right, I know what I'm doing with that because that's how I style it in my home anyway. Yeah. So that's basically how it happens.
So did you struggle when you started the business in the pandemic? Obviously because as you say, America, everywhere, getting stock, was that difficult?
Yeah, it was. You know what? If we'd probably known earlier how difficult it was going to be, I think it would have been maybe should we do this? But I'm so glad we have. Yeah. But obviously, launching a business during a pandemic, with Brexit, it's not exactly the most smooth sailing thing in the world. So, not being able to go to a showroom and find your products and feel them and feel the weight of them and look at them in person, it's difficult. So you're going off catalogues and off websites and you're going, let's hope that arrives how it looks. Yeah. And it has been difficult, but I couldn't have, it's worth it. It's worked out. Yeah. But it has had its challenges. And we did it in 3 months. We did it really quickly. God. My mum moved back. We had the conversation over a glass of wine. And I said, should we go into business together? And it happened. And then within a month, she'd moved back, brought her dog over, bless her, Ava, the Labrador, brought her over. And then we found an office and we found our warehouse environment and everything. And, website, marketing, stock, finding stock, branding, all that thing, it all happened in 3 months. And we were like, we have to launch on the 1st December. We both hit rock bottom with business because of the pandemic, and we thought, if we don't do this, what are we going to do? Yeah. So we had to make sure it happened on the 1st December. No delays.
Do you feel like that was better though, I feel like having a deadline, it puts you under pressure to make sure you do it.
Pressure and stress, yeah, definitely. But it does, I'm glad we had a deadline, because I wouldn't have liked to have said, we don't know when we're going to launch, we'll just launch when we're ready. Yeah. Because that could have been going on for 6 to 12 months. And I'm glad we had a date to stick by, because it worked well. It's nice. 1st December, it's a good day to start.
It's very festive. Starting over Christmas.
I know, and we had no Christmas stock because we're totally different. I know, so we had no Christmas stock, but it worked. It worked out for the best, but it was stressful. 3 months of stress. So looking back now, I'm like, how did we actually do it? How did that happen?
That's what happens though when you start a business.
Yeah. I mean, normally people are taking, they can take 6 to 12 months to develop a business strategy, and sometimes sooner, but it can take a long time. So when my mum goes, we're starting on the 1st December, I was like, okay, no pressure. And it just happened, but I'm glad it did. I wish we started earlier. I wish we could have started earlier.
Do you know what's funny though? I feel like a lot of people say that when they start a business, if only they started earlier.
Yeah, what would have happened if we started during the beginning of the pandemic?
Yeah.
Do you know, because people went mad for home decor. Like, I bet Home Sense was busy when it reopened.
Oh my God, yeah, it was stress.
Yeah.
It was 100% stressful.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I loved it, but I hated it. Because you don't realise how much people, like, missed that, as you say before, about finding products, touching it, seeing what it looks like. Yeah. Like, is that the future, do you reckon, of buying stock now? Because people would used to, like, travel every day to try and find the best stock.
Yeah, I mean, online is popular because of the pandemic. People don't like going out as much shopping, do they?
No.
Like, so, you know, masks and stuff like that. People don't want to have to put masks on and go around a shop and, you know, but I think online is definitely a good way to like, you know, shop for me. I mean, I buy everything online. I sit there and I'm like ASOS, like, what can I buy today?
It's so easy for next day delivery as well.
Amazon Prime though. God, literally my account.
No, I know. I'm the same.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I do like, we're homeware as well. I do like when something gets delivered. The joy of a home delivery.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's one thing about our brand that we really try to push. So not just that you buy your product online, because obviously you can't go into a shop with us.
Yeah.
We've got to sell it to you via the description and the way we style, you know, take the photographs, which I do all the photographs myself and all the editing and everything. So it's a lot of work, but we've got to make sure that how the picture is, it's selling it to the customer. So not just like you buy the item, great, it comes in a box, brilliant. We didn't want to just be that. We wanted to have the whole experience. Like, it arrives in a lovely box with our branding tape and our branded stickers. You open it, it doesn't just look nice, it also smells nice. And people always comment on the smell of our packaging, but it feels nice. So it's texture, sight, smell, and it's like if you go into a shop, you're going to feel all this and you're going to smell their like scent, and it's an experience. That's what we try to portray on our online orders. Yeah. So, and obviously as a small business, we really do bend over backwards to make sure the customer's 100% happy. Yeah. And any business should, but I think with us particularly, we do, bend over backwards to make it perfect for them.
Well, speaking of obviously opening your packages, I've seen a lot of obviously influencers on their YouTube open them, and the way you spoke about them is literally how it comes. Like, it's amazing what you've done.
Thank you. Yeah, we've been really lucky to have worked with some amazing influencers. We've had some really cool people, and we've made some really like great friends through it. So and they've reached out to us because a lot of the time a brand will reach out for a collaboration with a blogger or an influencer, but for an influencer with like say 500,000 followers to reach out to a small business and go, I love your stuff, I'd love to work with you. Yeah. It's really complimentary, it's really flattering. Yeah. So it's good that we've managed to, you know, get that kind of relationship going with these influencers. Yeah. So it's good.
Well, that makes it worthwhile because, as you say, people don't realise the time it takes to take the photo, to then edit it, to post it, to write the description. It's all this background work. Like, people just see, oh, the vase, but they don't see everything that's gone on behind the scenes.
Like, because I do a lot of stuff in my house, and I've got a few other people's homes that I do stuff in because I try to keep the neutral vibe going on. And my house, when I do a photo shoot, it's a car crash. There's stuff everywhere. And all you see is a corner of the room. But what's going on behind the camera? A whole different story.
Everything's just like away. Yeah. There's like something there. I'm just like scooting it over with my foot. I'm like, no one needs to see this.
Yeah, literally. And then meanwhile, I've got a staffy, and she's just always in the camera. She's just there. I'm going,
no,
oh my
she
gosh.
always makes the photo.
She's made a few. She's the most photogenic dog. She's always like, I'll sit here and pose.
Proper iconic.
I know, she's funny.
No, I'm terrible with like social media. Like, my mum goes, that's not our house. I'm like, yeah, it is. It is okay. She's like, what about all that? I'm like, no, it's just rubble in the corner. Nobody needs to know.
That's how it is. It seems to be reality, isn't it? And you don't see what goes on behind the closed doors.
No. Have you ever watched that Freya Killen, you know, on YouTube?
Yes.
She's so funny. She literally goes, okay, I've just posted this Instagram photo, but if you look here, and it's just a pile of rubble, and I'm like, that is so me.
You know, Freya's had a few pieces off her. She's really lovely.
She's fab.
She's really nice, She's
amazing.
Yeah,
as soon as I seen her of your stuff, like your glasses, I think it was.
Yes, it was.
I was like, oh my God.
Do you know what? I'm not very like YouTube savvy. Like, I'll go on to watch Graham Norton clips at night time when I can't sleep, and I'm not very YouTube savvy. Yeah. So when I get like customers message me and go, oh my God, have you seen this? And they'll link me, they'll send me like links to these bloggers, and I'm going, oh my gosh, like, no way. I would never have known that unless somebody sent it to me.
Oh my God.
I'm just not very good with that.
No, like,
Instagram, that's it.
Stop it. No, getting your business to it, like, here, supporting you is just like...
Yeah, it's great.
You've had some amazing people.
We're really lucky to have them.
So, with all your different, like, pieces and homewares, have you got a favourite collection? Have you got a favourite piece?
I couldn't answer that question because it's about 100. Because obviously, like I said, we pick things that we have in our homes. And I'm not going to lie, half of it, I end up saying, I'll just have one of them in my house. Like, I love our plinths. You've obviously seen our plinths.
They're unreal, by the way, can I just say?
Well, we just launched one literally last week or the week before. It was a travertine. So heavy and so beautiful. Oh my gosh, like it must weigh like 60 kilos.
How do you ship that?
Oh, we have bespoke shipping and stuff. We have different companies, but they are incredible. And we bought quite a few of them and they've all sold out now. We sold out of them, which, yeah, they are beautiful though. But like the original ones that people went mad for were the greige ones. People went crazy. And it took us nearly a year to restock them. So about 10 months. We waited for 10 months.
It was worth the wait because they were unreal.
Yeah, so they sold out straight away. We did a collaboration with the House of Black Belt, which is Chelsea. We did a collab with her and a few other collabs and they just went straight away, which was great.
Yeah.
So we thought, right, we'll get some more in. Oh my gosh, we were waiting for months. Maybe not 10 months, maybe about eight months, but that's still a long time. People are messaging you all the time going, when are they back in? I'm like, I don't know. Soon, I hope.
Was that because of the pandemic?
Pandemic, yeah. Delays and the suppliers saying, yeah, they'll be here soon, and then they're not, and you're like, oh God. So it's a bit, yeah. But they are my favourite because you can work them. You can put a lamp on it, you can put a vase on it, books, you can do anything with them.
Yeah.
They're a great way to style.
No, they're so iconic.
Yeah, I love them.
And I feel like yours are top notch.
Oh, thank you. I feel like people go, oh, they're the plinth company. I'm like, we're not the plinth company. We're either the plinth company or the glass company. Because the amount of glasses we sold, the almanac, these ribbed wine glasses, and people went mad. We were doing the biggest restocks and they were selling out within 15 minutes of the whole range. And it's like, because at the time it's just me and my mum packing. So we were going in the next day and going, oh my God, there's like literally hundreds of glass orders and we're just rolling glasses up all day and packing them.
Stop it.
And we're like, we're not a glass company.
Stop it.
No, but we love it. We're glad. They were beautiful and they were worth it. So,
well, they were like, I think they were one of your first products.
Yeah, so we did,
them.
We did an original ribbed flute.
Yes.
And we did like a ribbed coupe. And then that's wobbling. And then we couldn't get them again. Again, that was another product that we couldn't get again. So then we sourced these new ones called the Almanac, and they are crystal, very heavy. And I put a picture on of a glass of rosé, and people love rosé. Like I think I get the most likes on our Robinson Interiors of pictures of rosé on my console table. Yes. Like that's what people go mad for. So we put this picture on, launching at 7:00, whatever night it was, and literally the amount of people online. And people kept missing them. And we did about a restock every month. And people were like, oh, I've missed them. I'm like, they just sold out so quickly. Yeah. So that's incredible. We sold thousands of glasses. Yeah. No I was going to say hundreds, but I thought, no, we definitely sold more than that.
No wonder you've been seen as the glass company.
I know, the glass company or the plinth company.
Stop it. Is that when you knew sort of like it was taken off with it being like one of your first? I remember you posting them on your Instagram actually.
Yes, I was posting them quite a lot. I mean, one of the big items that we sold a lot of were our reclaimed console tables, which sadly we've had to discontinue from complications, and people still ask us every day, like, when are they back in stock? I went, they're not now.
Is that the one you've got?
Yeah. And I style, it's in my hallway now, and I do a lot of pictures in my house in my hallway. And I mean, every time we do so many good styling shots on that, but every time I post it, you're like, people are like, when is it back in stock? I'm like, it's not. And I feel so bad because we can't, but that was one of our best selling pieces.
Stop it.
Yeah, people love them.
Well, if people are listening, they know, like, you're not lying. It's
no,
actually not in stock.
Not lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth.
Stop it. So how did you find growing your following? Because you already had quite a big following. You grew so quickly. I remember when we got talking in lockdown, you grew so fast on your homepage.
That was, I mean,
you smashed
that was
it.
mad. That grew really quickly. I mean, I've not really used that for a long time.
I know, it's sad.
I know, and I feel like it is. And everyone goes, why are you not on it anymore? I'm going, because I just don't have the time. Like, at the moment we work, like, I work at weekends as well.
Yeah.
Like, I work, when you've got your own business, you just work all the time. You don't switch off. Exactly. So to go and do that it's a lot of work to then style my house. I just want to come home and watch a film and chill.
Or Graham Norton on YouTube.
Yeah. I love Graham Norton. I think growing it, so we started, obviously I had my personal blog, and I think that was really helpful to have like a platform already to launch the business off. And we started the Robinson Interiors account with no followers. We started organically. Yeah. We did quite a long pre-launch. I think it was about 2 months of or maybe it was a month and a half of pre-launch. You know, getting people thinking, what are you doing? Getting people interested in what's going to happen. Loads of people going, what are you doing? I'm like, you'll see on the first. Well, I think it was the 1st December when we launched. I said, you'll see then. And I think we gained quite a lot of followers from people being interested. But then obviously we've done these amazing collaborations. And I think the way our feed is, people just see it and they go, all right, I really like that. I want to follow it.
The calmness.
Yes, the calmness and the tranquility.
And the vibes.
Not the chaos behind the camera.
No one needs to see that.
No one needs to see that. So I think that, I guess that's how it's all come ahead.
Yeah.
I still go, how have we got this many followers so quickly? To me, I'm like, it's mad.
No, that's a good way to be though. Less stress then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, mad. And as long as, I feel like people put a lot of pressure on the numbers, but if you're getting no sales, the numbers mean nothing. So with you're getting the boss sales and the boss followers. It's a win-win.
I do feel though like Instagram is probably one of our best platforms for sales. Because obviously you get your you see where people come from and where they found you, and Instagram's probably one of the most popular platforms for us. We get about 70% of our business through Instagram and the rest through Google. Obviously, you want that to grow, but Instagram's really popular. Yeah, really, really popular. And I do feel some people go, it's not about followers, but I think more followers, you've got more of an audience to launch your products with, and more followers maybe accumulates to more business, more potential business. So I think it's important to be, engage with your customers, engage with your followers. Some companies are saying just ignore comments, and I just think ignoring them really, to us, the most important thing is to engage with our followers and our customers.
Yeah.
So
I hate that, especially when you spent a fortune on something. I mean, don't get me wrong, you've spent a fortune because you want it. Yeah. But then when you even just go out your way to get a boss photo and they haven't asked for it and they don't even say thank you, or they just ignore you, it's a bit like,
and we get quite a lot of people tagging our products and pictures, and I will always once every few days go through my tagged pictures, our tagged pictures, and just go through and just have a look and see who's, and then I'll engage with them to make sure, because we do like to, we are a small business, and every single sale to us, we do a happy dance. That is true, that exists, and it matters, it means a lot, so we do take the time to thank our customers. So
that's nice.
It's important.
That's a nice aspect of your business though, I think.
Absolutely.
If you didn't have your customers, you wouldn't.
Exactly. So we do like to spend the time to, thank them and give them the feedback and stuff. Yeah. So it's really good. It's good to see your products though in people's homes. It's good to see that.
Good feeling.
Yeah, like when people tag you, it's like, oh my God, look, I love how to see how people style our stuff. Yeah. That's really exciting to see.
Definitely.
It's always new ideas for us as well. I like how they've done that.
Yeah. And you get some nice accounts as well that buy you stuff you've made.
Yeah. We get some really cool accounts.
And as you were saying before as well with the followers, you don't know who follows you.
No,
exactly.
You could
then share it to someone massive, and then you just overnight, you just bam.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you said about pre-launching the business.
Yes.
Do you feel like giving maybe someone advice if they're thinking of, would you say that pre-launch was so important to you to give the bit of a buzz before it's even happened?
Absolutely. I would 100% recommend that to anybody that wants to launch a business. Don't just do it. Make sure you're getting engagement, getting people interested, getting people wanting to know what you're going to do. Yeah. Getting people attracted to your page and make it look nice, make it aesthetically. We used a really cool branding company called Wilson & Ward, and they were incredible and they helped massively.
Shout out to them.
Shout out to Wilson & Ward. They were brilliant, and honestly, I couldn't recommend them enough for branding, and they really helped with the pre-launch. So that was very important, 100%.
Yeah, I think it definitely, people are nosy.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, people are
if
really
someone's
nosy.
I'm thinking of starting something, I'm like, oh, what are you starting? How are you doing? And have a little. Yeah.
I'm the nosiest.
Yeah. I feel like that's good though, because I feel like people miss that. That boat.
Absolutely.
If you just jump into it and be like, oh, I'm selling this candle, you're like, oh, okay, sounds like, where's the buzz?
Exactly. It's important. Yeah.
How did you find you got that though from your clients, potential clients?
I don't know.
Stop it.
I don't know. I really don't know the answer to that question. I don't know how I got it. I don't know. I don't know.
I think as an outsider, I think it's because you already had that homepage and everyone knew your style, and knowing you were going to start something fab. Yeah. You were like, oh my God, I need
that's massively helped. Yeah. I think because my style was already modern rustic on my account. When they knew I was going to do that, I think they thought, oh right, okay. And I I got a lot of engagement on my Daniella Robinson home. I got a lot of engagement on that, so I think that was a big intro. That was a massive help.
Yeah.
And a lot of it came from word of mouth. I had friends sharing the page, and I had family members, and it just kind of spread. People were sharing on the stories going, oh my God, can't wait. Yeah. And then other people would find that out and they'd follow us, and that's probably how it all kind of happened. And then it just kept growing and growing and growing.
So do you only use Instagram as sort of a promotional platform?
Yeah, we're trying, like, Facebook for us isn't as popular. Instagram's definitely our like main platform. Everyone's telling me to get onto TikTok, but genuinely, like, I don't even know how to do that.
Oh my God, no, you'd be amazing on it. I've just started it. I don't feel like, I feel a bit stressed about the whole situation with TikTok because it's something new and you feel like you're starting again.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's good, you know?
Well, I've heard some really good things about TikTok, and because you can link it to your Instagram, people then go want to follow your Instagram, and I've heard TikTok's a really great way, but I do a few reels. Reels are quite popular now, aren't they?
So popular.
I've done a few of them, and we had one really good one, and that went really well. We had like 180,000 people view it, which for me was like, that's anybody. Crazy. But so we have done a few of them, but I definitely need to push getting onto TikTok, having the time to do that. I just hire somebody to do it because I'd be useless.
Oh my God, no, you need TikTok.
Do you know what it is? Like, I'm an OCD perfectionist. So any little thing, if I saw a hair or like a little bit of a speck on a carpet, I'd be like, stop, redo that whole thing.
Stop it.
I'm proper OCD,
There's been times, to be fair, where I've done a reel and then at the end I've noticed and it's took me all day and I've just gone, do you know what?
Can't be
bothered with that now. It's done, it's up. Like, is anyone going to notice?
No, they won't notice.
Photos, ages to take anyway and edit. But reels, TikToks, oh my God.
Yeah, they take such a long time to do them. Because I take loads, I do a lot of videos where it's like products with little mini videos and you'll put them together, and it's putting them together then and getting the right music that meets that video and makes it work. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of effort.
No, definitely.
But it's really good for business, so maybe I need to just sit down one night and just spend more time doing that.
I reckon if you looked into it, because it's actually quite scary, TikTok, like I've been looking into, like, I was listening to a podcast about like the brain and like why we're so obsessed with it, but it's like our brains have gone like that small, like we like quick things. It's mad, like, so I feel like because Instagram, I feel like no one likes pictures anymore now because of TikTok.
I know. You know what, like, engagement's weird. I mean, when we first started, TikTok wasn't probably as big over here when we started the business.
No, definitely wasn't.
And we did I think we got more engagement, but people now aren't spending as much time on Instagram because they're on TikTok. So I do feel like it's not as popular on Instagram, and maybe TikTok's going to be the new big Instagram thing. Maybe that's going to be the new next big thing.
I think it could be, you know.
Oh no.
I know.
Better start growing for TikTok.
It's like starting something new.
Yeah.
I don't like it, like, especially when you're growing and taking so much time into something. Like, I was like that when I started a YouTube, and then I'm like, oh, there's something else, and I'm like, what's going to come out next year? Because I can't handle it.
No, exactly. And I was thinking the other day, should I separate Robinson Interiors decor side to the actual interior side and have it as two different Instagram accounts? But then I thought, do people want it to be separate or do people want it all together? I mean, it's a lot for me to have to do two accounts.
That's the thing.
Some people might not want to follow the interior account. Who knows? And I just think maybe just keeping it together might be the best idea, because then you can see a bit of everything we do. Rather than keep it separate.
No, I find it so stressful. I was thinking that ages ago, like when I was doing like visual merch in Home Sense, I was like, maybe I should do a separate account. And then I was like, well, why am I doing that? Because I can't keep up with what I'm doing now. Like everything is just adding onto the forever ending list of managing everything.
Absolutely. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of your time, especially when you've got a full-time job. You know, I have been slacking on it a little bit because we've been so busy with our interior projects as well as the home decor. So when I get home at like 8 o'clock at night, I'm like, do I really want to sit on Instagram? I've got to. It's part of my job. I have to. But it is a lot of work to do. You know, running a business with only a few members of staff, it's difficult, and to keep it all going. Maybe I need to look at getting into Instagram, like, what's it, social media
manager
to run that for me.
I think you'd be too OCD.
I think I would.
Don't post that. Or you'd end up re-editing the photos. Delete,
re-editing the captions.
Oh no, your screen time, what is it, man? Shocking.
I don't even want to look.
I have like a notification and I'm like, why have you just sent me that?
I think I turned that off.
Did you?
I think I did turn
That's
that
the
off.
best way.
Yeah. Because over lockdown, it was bad.
No, man.
Really bad.
Horrendous.
Like, my whole day, I was just sat there scrolling. Got like hand ache, got cramp.
Yeah. Like in my little pinky that was like holding the back of my
phone. You getting that little indentation? I was like, yeah.
No, I've got it, you know.
Have you got it? I got it.
I'm targeted.
What a hand. I have, look, I've got it.
I'm going to call it the lockdown pinky.
The lockdown pink. I love
Literally
that.
me just scrolling Instagram. But then again, everyone's socials grew. I was so like, although it was a hard time and I'm not knocking it at all, for people on social media, wow, especially in home. People didn't want to know, and then they were stuck in the home and they were like, oh, let's follow some home accounts, businesses, and everyone that I've had on has even said it themselves, like, grew massively. So
COVID magic.
It has
It literally is.
And look at you, it's changed your path completely.
100%, exactly. And I think because, like you say, people were at home, they were working from home.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, I don't like this anymore. I want to change the wall colours, or I want to knock that wall down. I want to put new flooring down. Everything was changing. People were bored and wanted to change their homes. And so it's probably the right industry to be in, really.
Yeah.
'Cause that's homeware and interiors have gone massive.
Yeah.
Huge.
Do you think it's growing?
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Which is good for you.
Brilliant for us.
So what does the future look like for you?
Oh, we've got so many exciting things happening. I
Oh, you
can't
can't
tell you
say
anything.
that.
I can't say. It's all very secretive, but we've got some amazing things launching over the next few months that I think people will be like, oh my God. So we've got that. We've got loads happening, but I've got to keep my mouth shut.
I'm gutted, guys.
You'll find out. I might give you a little hint after this.
I love it. Yes.
Yeah.
But I will definitely leave your socials for people.
Oh, the one we're doing at the moment, which is very different for our style. I put it on our stories. It's called the Essay House.
Yeah.
You might have seen it. It's got lots of paneling and, like I said to you, gold.
It's
and
gorgeous.
it's really very different to our style. However, it has got us in it because it's all neutral. Yeah, it's very different to our style, but at the same time, it just shows our clientele that we can actually not just do modern rustic, we can do a lot of different other styles.
Yeah. Is that going to give you anxiety posting that on the feed?
Yeah. Like, how am I going to edit that right? I might get a photographer to do it because I'm just like, I don't know how I'm going to picture that.
No, it's all about it though. Like,
Absolutely.
And as well, it shows that, obviously you said before, like, it's not just the rustic that you're after.
Yeah.
Anyone's your client.
Exactly. And then I'm thinking, like, what if rustic? My interior style has completely changed over the years. Like, when I first moved into my house, it was all very grey, and nothing wrong with this. It's just my style's changed. So it was all very grey and cool undertones, lots of mirrored glass, lots of, fashion books everywhere, which I still have fashion books now, but I've my house now, I've tried to make it warmer and more like natural textures and natural materials and beiges and a neutral colour palette. Yeah. So I'm there thinking, okay, well, my style's changed over like, say, 8 years. Hopefully rustic lasts forever, because that's our mainly, modern rustic's our style. So I'm hoping that's always a thing.
Do you know what though? I feel like it might be because this whole Japandi, Scandi, etc. is like being massive for like a year, but I feel like people are only getting on board with it still now. So I think interiors is completely different to like obviously fast fashion catwalks. It changes like the weather, do you know what I mean? But interiors, I think you've got more of a prolonged
probably
vibe.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm definitely not worried. I mean, I best not be, because I've started loving all this now. I was always the grey, white, silver, mirrored, and now I'm like, no, I like rustic, but I like the way people are using like black influences in it as well. Like, I love that. It just, the more warmer, deeper side of the interiors.
It's like, it's also, I mean, we with our with our decor, we tried to bring in some monochrome side of it. So, but I love putting like brown and black and rustic on, like, for example, a black plinth, putting a really rustic urn on it. I love that, and it really gives me J. Carnell vibes. I love that. So definitely, I am liking the moodier, darker decor at the moment.
No, same.
Which is like, again, I'm very light and neutral on my feed. It's all light and airy. Now I'm like, oh no.
No, you can't throw that on it.
I know.
No, do you know what? The pressure is on though with feed, isn't it?
Absolutely, because for me, again, back to Instagram, the feed to me is what makes me want to follow somebody.
Yeah.
If I go onto their Instagram account and I love the way their feed looks, I'm automatically going to follow.
Yeah.
So it's like selling your brand. It's important to have a nice feed.
Yeah, 100%.
Not just posting whatever, because I can't, no. I'm not doing that.
So for anyone who might be starting a business, do you have any business advice you would give them?
Business advice, just do it. Life's too short. If you really want to do something, just do it. And the thing is with business, you're going to hit hurdles and you're going to hit points of your life or points in the process where you go, I don't want to do it, this is too stressful. My advice is don't give up, keep doing it, because the amount of times that I sat there and wanted to cry because it was so stressful at the beginning, I could have walked off many times. Me and my mum both could have walked off, but we didn't. We just kept it going, and I'm so glad we did, because, well, here we are.
Yeah.
But you are gonna, just keep pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Don't give up. That's my business advice.
Yeah. If you keep hitting hurdles, just pass through.
Exactly. That's a good phrase. Just that. Yeah.
But I feel like if you start in a pandemic, nothing can stop you. That's what I think.
Exactly. I mean, I do, like I said to you, I do wish we'd started earlier. I wish I would, like me and my mum, I wish we'd started the business, like, say, 6 months earlier. I would love to know where it would be now.
Yeah.
But obviously can't change things. So
Worth it,
exactly. And like I say, I've had an amazing role model through the whole thing, because my mum's had so many successful businesses in the past and she sold them and she's done really well for herself. And But the interior side, she's been such a good... I've learned so many new things from her. Like things that I would never thought about. And I'm like, oh, actually, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm learning loads from her. She's great. And she's a great business partner. Wish she was here today. So.
Do you feel like you got your entrepreneurial values from her then? Like it's embedded in you?
I think, yeah, both my parents, my mum and my dad are both very they're very business focused. I think I've had that drilled into me from birth.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I've always, the thing is, I've only worked for 2 people when I was younger, but I've always wanted to be my own boss.
Yeah.
And I think there's 2 types of people. You either want to work for somebody or you want to be your own boss. And I want to be my own boss.
Right, so we have a segment on the podcast at the end.
Okay.
It's called Holy Show and Guilty Pleasure. Right?
Okay.
So we want to know what like you look at and go, oh my God, that's an absolute show. No judgment, by the way, from both me and the audience.
Okay.
And what's a guilty pleasure? So something that you shouldn't like, but you do.
Oh, God. Okay, so so clutter, I hate it.
Yeah.
If I go into a space and there's loads of stuff everywhere, I'm just like, clutter, no.
Have you got OCD?
I haven't got OCD, but I just don't like a room to be filled. Like, okay, it's like a busy room, like loads of colours and loads of patterns. That to me is cluttering a room. I like it very, very, very minimal and very neutral. That's my style. So like
visual diarrhea.
Yes, yes, great phrase, absolutely, yeah. And the other thing I'm not massively keen on, and I feel like I'm going to offend loads of people by saying this, is crushed velvet.
Oh, wow. No, do you know what I feel like? I feel like people are edging away from that.
Yeah, that's just my one thing. I think, I don't know what it is, it's just not I think it's 'cause it's not our style.
Yeah.
So different to our style.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah, that's the 2 things, clutter and crushed velvet.
Oh, she's got 2.
I've got 2. Sorry, guys.
And what's your guilty pleasure? What shouldn't you like, but you do?
Oh, God.
That's
I don't
a hard
know.
question.
What's yours?
Oh, actually, I don't, no one's ever asked me my question back.
Asking your question, I don't know.
A guilty pleasure. Oh my God, I don't even know. I ask this question every time.
I don't know what mine would be. What are the normal answers?
I don't know. Jacob, what have people answered?
What's your guilty pleasure?
I can't remember.
We've had crushed velvet. Guilty pleasures. Oh, we've had like people saying like they love being on building sites, even though it's like a not finished project. What else have we got? Some people have said they love colour, even though they shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I don't. I'm not sure what my guilty pleasure would be. Thinking about it now, I should really know the answer to this, but I don't know what it would actually be. How do I think about this? Guilty pleasure, probably buying loads of glassware. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Glassware. Like
Glassware.
my cupboards are full of glassware. And every time we bring new glasses out, I'm gonna have to take them home. Got to have them. So yeah, guilty pleasure is definitely glassware.
Just full of glass cupboards.
Yes. Like I don't need any more glasses, but I just keep buying them.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
I would love that. That's not a bad guilty pleasure.
It's not a bad guilty pleasure. I don't know what my bad guilty pleasure would be.
I feel like that's a nice one, but I feel like other people would judge because it could get dusty in them cabinets.
They get used too much, love. Don't be daft.
Too much rosé.
Too much wine. What are you on about? No dust can be collected.
Right, and as well, we've got an audience question.
Oh.
So I asked, obviously, over on Instagram. So we'll see. So if anyone is listening and they ever want to ask a question, please make sure you are following so that we can answer your question. Oh, I love this. Okay. Do you feel sometimes your personal style conflicts with your business?
No, because my personal style is my business. Yeah, no, not at all, not remotely.
That's good.
Yeah, no, I think my house is my literally totally Robinson interiors. Everything is either rustic, neutral, oldie worldy. I've got a lot of antiques in my house now. That's another guilty pleasure. Antiques.
I love that.
I like reclaimed stuff. I like that. So no, I don't think my personal style would affect that. No. And I only wear neutral. I don't wear colour. You'd never catch me in like a red top. Oh, that's a lie. I do like the Bottega green colour at the moment. I like green.
Yeah.
That's probably the only colour. But yeah. But normally like my personal style is neutral, beige, black.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think there's no confliction there.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. Well, that's good though, because as we were saying before, that should be the case. You should look at something and go, I'm going to buy that, so I want to sell that.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
You know it's real and it's true to yourself as well.
Absolutely. I think you've got to be invested in your brand. You've got to really love what you sell and not just go, oh yeah, that will do. You've got to really love the piece. And everything we source and everything that we have on our website. We love it, and we'd have it in our homes.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Amazing. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
I know, after long last.
I know, I'm so sorry about the delay. Finally got here. Thank you so much for having me on.
So I will leave all of your socials on in the description bar for you.
Perfect.
And both the personal account as well. I mean, she doesn't use it, but we're going to leave it there anyway.
Oh, gosh.
And thank you so much, everyone, for listening. And I will catch you on the next episode.
Oh, thank you.